Alright, what's up mga ka-Noypi? Here's your boy Forex Noypi, and for today's video, pag-usapan lang natin yung update kung saan nag-backtest tayo ng isang strategy that utilizes only three assets, and I backtested that for 3 long months, and I purchased a funding challenge to show na napaka-importante ng pagba-backtest or forward test or testing your approach in the markets per se in order to become a successful, profitable trader. Ngayon, sa video na 'to, ipapakita ko lang sa inyo yung progress, and today is Friday, November 15. It is the last day of week number 4 at nasa na nga ba tayo sa challenge na ito. So before we get there, intro muna tayo. Alright, what's up mga ka-Noypi? Here's your boy Forex Noypi. Welcome back to my channel, and like I said, in today's video, pag-uusapan natin yung update sa challenge na binili ko, and to really document and publicize the proof na sobrang importante ang nagte-test ng market approach even before you go live. So, tingnan natin at ipapaliwanag ko muna from start to up to date kung ano ang nangyari. So, simulan natin sa backtest entries or backtest file na ginawa ko 3 months ago. So, eto mga ka-Noypi, sa nakikita nyo ngayon sa screen, this was my backtesting journal. Nung ginawa ko to, I completed a total of 104 trades, assuming I had the capital of $1,000. So, ito yung mga metrics na tinitingnan natin when we're backtesting or we're testing our approach in the markets. Forward testing talaga to. Hindi talaga siya backtesting. So, ngayon, dito nakita ko when I was testing the market approach, and my market approach was really an opening range breakout strategy, also known as orb. So, makikita nyo yan dito. And, ang maximum losing streak ko dito ay 8. Ang win rate ko ay 42.27%, a total of 104 trades. And my total percentage of profits is 18% in a matter of 3 months. Dito, nagsimula ako August 21, and I practically stopped doing it or tracking using this file noong October 24. Okay? 3 asset lang ang tinitrade ko dito, which is UK 100, US 30, and SPX 500. Okay? So ngayon, after nun, bumili tayo ng funding challenge, and then eto na siya ngayon. What you see on your charts is the live funding challenge. I am not finished with it. Okay? To be honest, eto yung current journal ko dito sa challenge na to. At makikita natin, and I'll just zoom in. Ito yung literal na stats ko dito sa challenge na to. So, my goal is to make $10,000 off of a capital of 100, and I am 18.26% to goal, which means malayo-layo pa ako. Kailangan ko pa ng $8,173 to graduate. And like I said earlier, this is week number 4, the end of week number 4, because today is Friday. So ngayon, tingnan natin yung history ng trades ko, at makikita nyo dyan, current month, this is current month, pero lagay natin yung all history para makita nyo na yung realized PNL ko dito is 1,829.35. Okay? So ngayon, I will go back to my journal dahil ito naman talaga yung kung saan ako nagdo-document ng mga trades ko para makita nyo yung laman ng journal na to. And if you wish to have the same type of journal, I will post the link in the description at pwede nyo naman tong gamitin if you wish to. So ngayon, I started this funding challenge October 21, sa makikita nyo dyan sa screen. And then, naka-highlight sa green yung mga wins and naka-highlight naman or naka-red font naman yung mga loss. Kita nyo rin naman dito sa column H, yung lose and win. Ngayon, technical strategy. And this is complete transparency, mga Kanoypi. So, makikita nyo yan, orb. Tapos, meron ako mga mistaken entries. Kung makikita nyo yung profit ko dito, 12, 3, may mistaken entry ako na lose na $31. Tapos, meron din akong mga breakout entries that were outside the rules. Okay? Ngayon, bakit ko to ginawa? No? And this is not a good example, right? I saw an opportunity of an entry that I was previously doing, and I know it's there. I saw it was a perfect entry for me and I took the trade. Pero I still had to document na it was outside the orb strategy. So malito, I'm saying this to you, even if I won and I took profits from it, it's still wrong. Okay? And makikita nyo yan dyan, and it's the same as what you will see here sa history nung platform na ginagamit ko. Okay? So, for this week, tingnan natin, I will select current week only. And current week, I am up $394.94. And I also want to showcase here, kasi as a trader, gusto mo talaga maliit lang yung risk mo. Diba? Pero gusto mo, mas malaki yung kinikita mo kesa sa dun sa pinupuhunan mo. Parang ganito lang yan eh. Sa negosyo, mamumuhunan ka, diba? Kung nagtitinda ka ng saging at aangkat mo yung saging sa presyong 10 piso, ibebenta mo ba yun ng 5 piso lang? Diba hindi naman? Pag nag-angkat ka ng saging na 10 piso, gusto mo, ibenta mo siya ng mas malaki para may tubo ka. But, hindi ibig sabihin nun na pag nagtinda ka ng saging, mauubos mo yung saging na paninda mo. It is still a risk that you're putting out there, hoping that you will gain money from it. Hindi naman ganun hindi naman perfect world ang trading, at katulad din naman sa negosyong tradisyonal na pagka bumili ka ng isang bagay, ibebenta mo, automatic kikita ka, diba? Pag bumili ka ng 10 piling ng saging, hindi naman lahat yon mauubos mo eh. That's why kailangan mong tumubo sa parehas na paraan na pagka nagpasok ka ng trade or may pinasok kang posisyon sa market, yung risk mo dapat maliit lang kasi yun ang puhunan mo eh. Pero gusto mo, mas kikita ka na mas malaki. Kaya if you guys will see and you will notice, and I can show you the journal, specifically dun sa mga wins ko. This is my risk to reward. Dito, I was risking, my risk to reward was 2, 1:2, 1:2, 1:2, 1:1.5. Tapos ito, mistaken entry. Ito, break even siya. So, wala naman akong natalo dyan. But, if I'm going to look at my average is 1.6. 1:1.6. Risk to reward ratio. Ibig sabihin yan, kung sakali bumili ako ng saging at ang ginastos ko ay 10 piso, tumutubo ako ng 6 pesos sa kada isang benta ko. Diba? So, it's the same as what trading is. Pero katulad nga ng sinabi ko sa simula pa lang nitong video, nangyari to, nalaman ko to, at na-formulate ko to, itong approach sa market na to, dahil nag-test ako ng approach ko sa market. At nagbuno ako noon talagang 3 buwan, araw-araw, paulit-ulit. It is a sacrifice. Meron pa ngang iba, tulad nung ginawa ko when I was first starting to trade, mga 6, 7, 8 months ko yata ginawa yung testing stages ko bago ako nag-live. Okay? So ngayon, still too early to tell. Hindi ko alam kung maipapasa ko tong challenge na to or hindi. Pero I'm here to educate beginner traders that trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to really spend time, exert effort in order for you to become profitable long-term. Okay? So, like I said, this is 4 weeks results, 1 month on the 21st of November, and I am up about 18% to my goal. Okay, to my goal. 18% to my goal. Pwedeng next month, hindi ganito. It may be worse. I may be on a drawdown. But the point is, I will not lose this account. Okay, parehas sa paraan na kailangan maintindihan nyo na hindi pwedeng mag-i-impulse trading kayo. Your two main jobs as a trader is to follow your rules and protect your capital by managing your risk. Okay? So, ayun lang. Kung may natututunan kayo sa napapanood nyo, baka naman pwedeng pa-subscribe. And if you have any questions, put your comments down below and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching.